Imagine waking up one day and discovering that the cryptocurrency you bought for just a few cents is now worth thousands of dollars. Imagine your phone exploding with notifications, charts skyrocketing, and you, wide-eyed, unable to believe this is really happening. Sounds like something out of a movie, right? But what if I told you that this kind of explosion has already happened to regular people, just like you, who decided to act at the right moment? And more, there are currently little-known, underestimated cryptocurrencies with real potential to multiply the invested value absurdly in the coming months. This video is a warning. A clear sign that you're still at the beginning of the race. And those who get in early can simply change their lives with a single move. So hit the like button if you want to discover which coins these are before the whole world starts talking about them, and subscribe to the channel, because here you learn what the wealthy already know. No fluff, straight to the point. You're stepping into one of the most exciting and unpredictable markets today. Investing in cryptocurrencies is no longer just for nerds or tech enthusiasts. It's a real window of opportunity for those who are just starting to invest and want their money to truly work for them. But I know, with so many coins popping up all the time, it's hard to know which ones to trust. That's why I'm not here to throw out random names just to sound like I know everything. I'm here to show you 3 cryptos that are being closely monitored by major investors, coins that are building solid projects, with real technological foundations, and a fast-growing community behind the scenes. These are not those crazy meme coin bets with no future. These are projects with fundamentals, but still in the shadow phase. And this is the moment when smart investors get in. Write this down. The biggest profits are always in the blind spot of the majority. In the last 50 years, the dollar stopped being backed by gold. This gave governments the power to print unlimited money, which may seem advantageous at first, but has a cruel consequence: the constant loss of purchasing power. Just in the last 3 years, the United States has printed more money than in entire decades. Inflation has skyrocketed. The price of bread, rent, and gas has gone up. But wages haven't. This scenario has caught the attention of young investors looking for an alternative. And that's where Bitcoin comes in, not as just another asset, but as protection against currency devaluation. While dollars can be printed endlessly, there are only 21 million possible Bitcoins. This turns Bitcoin into a digital store of value. What gold was in the past, Bitcoin can be in the future. Understanding this is essential for any American who's starting in the investment world. And if this is making sense to you, hit the like button and share this vision with those who still think savings accounts are the best place to keep money. People like Elon Musk, Mark Andreessen, Peter Thiel, they don't follow trends, they create trends. And they all have one thing in common: they are deeply involved in the crypto world. That's no coincidence. They see what most people still don't. In Silicon Valley, crypto isn't seen as a gamble. It's seen as the infrastructure for the next generation of the internet. That's why companies like A16Z, Andreessen Horowitz, are investing billions in blockchains like Solana, Avalanche, Arbitrum, and Optimism. And it's not because these guys love risk. It's because they understand the game is changing. In a world where data, identity, and value will be digitized, whoever controls the blockchain infrastructure controls the future. And that's why the average American, the beginner investor, needs to stop looking at crypto like a casino and start seeing it as a paradigm shift. And if you want to ride this wave alongside the big players, subscribe to the channel now, because the upcoming videos will show you how to think like an elite investor. Very few people understand what Web3 is. Many think it's just a buzzword. But Web3 is radically transforming the internet. It takes control away from large corporations and gives it back to users. Imagine earning money every time you post content, share data, or contribute your attention online. In blockchains like Lens Protocol, Audius, Mirror.xyz, this is already a reality. With the concept of the ownership economy, the user becomes a part owner of the project by interacting. You don't need to buy anything, just participate. Have you ever thought about earning tokens just for listening to music or writing an article? It's like Spotify or Medium paying you in stock. This completely changes the relationship between platforms and users. And for someone starting from scratch, this could be the first step to generating digital income. Stay tuned, because in upcoming videos, I'll show you Web3 platforms where you can start building assets even without investing a single cent. A lot of people look at Ethereum and think, it's already gone up too much, now it's not worth it. But that's a limited view. Ethereum is the Google of cryptocurrencies. It's the foundation of everything: decentralized finance, NFTs, games, metaverse, smart contracts, digital identity. Even with its problems, like high fees and slow speeds, it remains the ecosystem with the most developers, the most usage, and the most innovation. And now, with the transition to Ethereum 2.0 and the staking model, the coin is becoming deflationary. That means the supply is shrinking. Fewer coins in circulation means more value for those who already hold it. Major institutions are already positioning themselves. In fact, Ethereum ETFs might be approved later this year in the US, bringing billions in institutional capital to the market. If you're looking for a solid crypto investment that combines security, innovation, and growing adoption, Ethereum is still one of the best choices. And if you believe in that, comment below, ETH is the future. Stablecoins like USDC, USDT, and now Paxos's USDP are gaining more and more ground. They're not volatile like Bitcoin or Ethereum because they're pegged to the dollar, but they offer the same benefits of blockchain: speed, transparency, and global reach. In the United States, the adoption of stablecoins is already influencing monetary policy, and the Federal Reserve itself is discussing issuing a digital dollar. Now think with me, when you can send money anywhere in the world in seconds, with no bank, no fees, no business hours, what happens to traditional banks? They lose power. Stablecoins are at the center of this disruption. And on top of all that, you can use stablecoins to earn yield through DeFi, platforms that offer up to 10% per year on USDC or USDT. That's much more than a savings account or even many government bonds. If you still don't know the stablecoin universe, this could be your entry point. Follow the channel and turn on the notification bell because I'm going to show you how to use stablecoins in practice. Imagine having money that works for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. No boss. No clients. No obligations. That's possible through staking. Here's how it works. You lock your cryptocurrencies into a protocol to help validate the network. In exchange, you receive a reward, like rent. Ethereum, Cardano, Solana, Polkadot, they all have staking programs. The difference is that instead of relying on a bank to pay you 1% a year, you can earn between 5% and 15% a year with digital assets. And the best part, some services allow staking without needing to do anything technical, all securely, right from your phone. For those looking to build a source of passive income in the long term, staking is one of the most powerful tools. In fact, many Americans are building crypto retirement portfolios using only staking yields. And what about you? Have you thought about that yet? If not, comment below, I want to live off staking, and let me know so I can bring a whole series just about this. As the crypto world grows, so do the risks for beginners. And the problem is, most scams don't look like scams. They come disguised as promises of quick profits, gurus who found the next magic coin, or investment platforms offering guaranteed 20% monthly returns. And let's be honest, that's tempting. Especially for those who are desperate, in debt, or feeling stuck in life. But here's a golden rule that any serious investor in the United States would tell you. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is a trap. Scams like FTX, BitConnect, or Ponzi schemes with fancy names have already made thousands of Americans lose everything. The truth is harsh, but necessary. In the crypto world, no one will protect your money for you. That's why you should use secure wallets, never share your private keys, be skeptical of exaggerated promises, and only invest in platforms and tokens that offer transparency, audits, and a trustworthy history. And if this content is helping you get smarter, leave a like so it can reach more people who are still vulnerable in this market. In the United States, student debt is one of the youth's biggest silent crises. There are over $1.7 trillion in outstanding loans. Many young graduates enter the job market already carrying a burden that will last for decades. But in recent years, thousands of young Americans have started to see crypto as a way out, not as a magic formula, but as a tool for conscious financial leverage. Investing $100 a month in projects with strong fundamentals, reinvesting profits, understanding market cycles, and using part of the gains to pay off debt. This has been the strategy of a new generation that doesn't want to wait 40 years to retire. Stories like Alex from Ohio, who started with $300 in Ethereum and paid for his college in 3 years, are becoming more common. The lesson here is clear. It's not about getting rich overnight, It's about using technology in your favor. And if this kind of content inspires you, subscribe to the channel, because here, we talk about money with purpose. You might have heard about NFTs only as pictures of apes worth millions, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. The real NFT revolution starts now. And it has nothing to do with digital art. In the US, universities are already issuing diplomas as NFTs, which can be verified by any company with a single click. No paper, no fraud. Notaries are testing tokenized property deeds, allowing an entire house or a fraction of it to be purchased via NFT, with full legal security. Musicians are distributing album royalties through NFTs, allowing fans to receive a share of the profits. All of this eliminates bureaucracy, reduces fraud, and empowers individuals. And yes, this is still just beginning. Imagine entering a market today that will soon replace documents and contracts around the world. That's the real potential of NFTs. And if you want videos showing how to apply this in practice, comment here, "I want real NFTs," and I'll bring more advanced content to help you. While many think artificial intelligence and blockchain are separate worlds, behind the scenes one of the biggest tech convergences in history is happening. US startups like Ocean Protocol, Fetch.ai, and SingularityNet are developing solutions where AI learns, creates, and makes decisions, and all of it is transparently recorded on the blockchain. This solves two major issues: the centralization of AI by big tech and the lack of transparency in the data they use. With blockchain, you can verify where the data used by the AI came from. You can be sure that a decision was made based on auditable logic. This is huge. Soon, we'll see AI doctors operating based on blockchain data, automated voting systems, or apps that personalize your investments, all validated in decentralized networks. Investors who are paying attention to this now are planting trees that will provide shade for decades to come. If you want to see analysis of these coins combining AI and blockchain, hit like and comment, "I want crypto AI." Imagine investing in a building in New York with just $10. Or buying part of a soybean farm in Kansas without leaving your house. This is already happening thanks to the tokenization of real-world assets. Companies like Realty, BrickBlock, and Ethereum are transforming physical assets into fractional digital tokens. That means more access, more liquidity, and fewer barriers for beginners. Investors who used to need $100,000 to enter real estate now can start with 100. And all of it recorded in smart contracts. In fact, U.S. regulators are already creating frameworks so that company shares can be issued directly on the blockchain. This changes how we buy, sell, and invest. The investor of the future will have a wallet with digital dollars, part of a farm, tokenized stocks, and an NFT that grants participation in a game, all with transparency and control in the palm of their hand. If you still think crypto is just virtual currency, it's time to rethink. And if you want to learn more about tokenization, subscribe, because this topic is about to explode. Why do some people make fortunes with crypto while others lose everything? The answer almost never lies in the coin they chose. It's all about mindset. The rich think differently. They don't panic when the market drops, they buy more. They don't freak out over headlines, they study fundamentals. They don't go all in at once, they build positions strategically. Most investors who go broke do the exact opposite. They buy at the top, sell in panic, and live hype to hype. Successful American investors follow principles: diversification, long-term vision, patience, and constant education. If you truly want to build wealth, it's not enough to know which coin is going to explode. You need to become the kind of person who knows what to do when it does. Build the mindset before the profit. The first coin you need to know about is Render, RNDR. This is one of those cryptos that very few regular people talk about, but insiders have had their eyes on for a while. It operates in the 3D graphics rendering sector via blockchain, something that will become essential as the metaverse, AI, and future films and games evolve. While traditional companies spend millions on servers, Render decentralizes everything, allowing people around the world to lend the power of their computers to major studios and get paid for it. This completely changes how the digital world will be built. And here's a stat that will blow your mind. In 2020, RNDR cost around 5 cents. Today, it's over $10 and still considered undervalued. What does that mean? That we're just in the first season of a project that could become massive. If you're enjoying this so far, don't forget to like, That helps YouTube show this to more people who are also starting to invest. The second crypto is Hedera Hashgraph, HBAR. And hold on tight, because this project will blow your mind. Unlike most cryptos, Hedera doesn't use traditional blockchain. It uses a technology called Hashgraph, which is faster, more secure, and consumes less energy. And what's even more impressive, it has partnerships with companies like Google, IBM, Boeing, and LG. Do you realize what it means for a crypto to be backed by such big names? It shows that it's not just another coin. It's seen as a reliable infrastructure for the new digital economy. Its price is still far below what it could reach as adoption increases. And those who get in now can ride the growth from the very beginning. As the old investment saying goes, you make money buying in silence and selling in noise. So if you're watching this video as it launches, consider yourself lucky. You got this information before the buzz started. And hey, if you want to keep receiving alerts like this firsthand, subscribe now, you won't be left behind here. And the third one, perhaps the most controversial yet most promising, is Arweave, AR. While the world talks about cloud storage with Google Drive or Dropbox, Arweave proposes something revolutionary: permanent data storage on the blockchain. In other words, once something is saved there, it's never lost again. Imagine the value of that in a world where information disappears, files get corrupted, and censorship erases everything. This project is already being used to register historical, artistic, and academic content permanently. Now think with me. When the world truly wakes up to the importance of preserving humanity's digital memory, who do you think will be leading? Arweave. And guess what? Even with such a revolutionary structure, the token is still trading at very accessible prices. It's the classic case of buried gold. Only those who dig before the crowd will harvest the rewards. And if you made it this far into the video, comment below, "I'm early." That shows me you're someone who stays ahead, ready to catch the wave before it breaks. And look, if you're still afraid to invest, I get it. Honestly, the crypto market feels like a maze when you're starting out. But write this down, you don't need to understand everything to begin. You just need to begin to start understanding. Investing isn't about perfection, it's about movement. It's about positioning yourself before everyone else, even with doubts, even with fear. Warren Buffett himself once said, "Risk comes from not knowing what you're doing." And today, just by watching this video, you're already reducing that risk. You're learning. You're growing. So, share this video with someone who also needs this shift in mindset. Send it to your WhatsApp group, tag that friend who always says, "One day I'll start." The future waits for no one. To wrap up, let me ask you, which of these cryptos caught your attention the most? Which one do you truly believe can change the game? Drop it in the comments. I read everything and reply to everyone who joins the conversation. And if you want me to bring more analysis like this, of high potential coins and promising projects, hit the like button and turn on the notification bell. The investment game is just getting started. And those who wake up now might be about to live a future that once seemed impossible. You just have to take the first step. The choice is yours. I'm Domini, and I'll see you in the next video.